What's going on, guys? Satsuki the Savage here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Hunter x Hunter chapter 374. Let's get into it. This was more of a build-up chapter. It was Tagashi doing the information dumping and having character revelations. So it can be broken down into 5 parts. So let's start off with the stuff with Wordgate and Kurapika. And yes, now his name is Wordgate. Previously, it was Wellgate, which I'm not complaining because, well, both of them sound bad, but whatever. I just go along with the translations, not waiting for Viz, and I'm not subscribed to Viz, so it's whatever. I just got to go with the translations that I get, and if anything is amended, changed, whatever, I'll deal with that in the future. But once the translations come out, I just roll with it. All right. So basically, Wordgate and Kurapika are having a conversation. Wordgate is a bodyguard for the 13th Prince, and he's basically just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, because the 13th Prince is safe. Everybody is safe. And they're still, it looks like they're still in the hotel room. But, as we already seen, Hanzo checked it out, they're not in the 13th room, the 13th Prince's room. And Kurapika figures that this is due to the Nin Beast having some dimensional transporting ability, so that they're basically separated from the ship entirely, because they can't be anywhere else. So Wordgate is very skeptical and suspicious of Kurapika, and him being skeptical really reminded me of I believe his name was Welvin from the Chimera Ant Art, the wolf guy. Remember? Because he was like, he was on some detective Sherlock Holmes type shit. He was suspicious of everybody. Anybody moving, he would suspect you of doing some dirty dirt. And I can't really blame Wordgate, because okay, here's the thing. We as readers, when Wordgate is not trusting of Kurapika, we get frustrated as readers, because we know Kurapika has good intentions and he's not trying to dupe this dude. But if you look at it from Wordgate's perspective, one prince already died. We seen Kurapika's whole group get wiped out by one bodyguard from the first prince, for Kurapika allowing him to come in. So Wordgate is trying his best to protect the 13th Prince as well as he can. He's still trying to get Kurapika's information. However, he's not going to let Kurapika too close, and I can respect that. That's smart on his part. He was a little too stubborn, because you have to give and take. You have to give some information to get some information. And it seemed like he was trying to make sure he wasn't letting any information out. But he still wanted to be informed of what Kurapika knows. And it's like, you have to give and take, but I can understand why you won't let anybody too close. So that's that with that. We have the stuff with the spy bodyguards. Kurapika is having a conversation with the third prince's bodyguard, relaying the information. And for some reason, the first prince's bodyguard, I forget his name, he didn't intervene with Kurapika's conversation, because he was talking to the third prince's bodyguard in private, and he backed off and just let them do it, which was weird, because he's a spy. So he should be trying to get any information for Kurapika and not allow for any secret meetings if he has the power to prevent it, which he did, but he opted not to. And Kurapika figures that this is because the first prince's bodyguard is backing off, letting the problem resolve itself, trying to weed out who the assassin is without doing anything himself. Then the third part is the stuff with Kacho and Fugetsu. Now, Fugetsu, it was strange. Fugetsu was laying in her bed looking at pictures of herself and Kacho. And then suddenly, this door appeared by her bedside. And she went through it. And here's the thing that was weird about it. First, it has to be an inability because she said the door just appeared. So it has to be an inability. It didn't weird her out when Fugetsu came out and she saw Kacho. It didn't weird Kacho out, which was strange to me. It could be just because she didn't want to cause any commotion for her bodyguards. For the bodyguards to know that Fugetsu was there. But I don't know. When Fugetsu just popped out on her bedside, she was just chilling like, oh shit. Like, if that was me, I would have been freaking. If someone just popped out of my bed, I would have been like, bro, what the fuck is this? I would have been flipping out. But I guess these Hunter x Hunter characters got ice cold veins or whatever. But like I said, this has to be an inability. Most likely Fugetsu's Nin Beast. I don't even remember how her Nin Beast looked, if they even showed it. But remember, I think it was like maybe 2 chapters ago that we learned that the mental state of somebody, the prince, can affect the Nin Beast. So maybe Fugetsu longing to see Kacho gave the Nin Beast the ability to link those two together. That's the only thing I can think of, because it seemed like the bodyguards didn't notice. It seemed like everybody was oblivious to this tunnel linking them together. So that's that. The fourth part is the stuff with Cell, and we learn the ability of his Nin Beast. That ugly ass thing that looks like a behemoth basically exhales this smoke, which the people who inhale this smoke, they start to favor the prince. So I'm figuring anybody who breathes this stuff in, they start to do whatever Cell wants them to do. And one of the bodyguards is like, I think he was the first prince's bodyguard. He's like, yeah, he wants the Nin Beast to use this ability to create a harem. So this whole chapter was weird to me, because from what I thought, the Nin Beasts were an entity that really, even though they were a part of the princes, the Nin Beast did whatever they wanted. But it seems like the prince's will is being carried on to the Nin Beast. The prince's will is being carried on to the Nin Beast. And like when they first were introduced, it was said that these Nin Beasts were kind of like parasites. They just do whatever they want to do, even if it harms the prince. But it seems like in this chapter, the Nin Beasts are just doing whatever pleases the prince. Because this is a real convenient ability to do, like Cell, who's just literally chilling, just trying to get the bitches. So, do whatever. Do what you gotta do. And the first prince that was having his inner monologue we learn his ability, and I don't know. I don't know. It's okay, but I feel like he's going to get his ass wrecked soon. His ability is called Predator, and basically, the more information he knows about whoever he's fighting, their nin abilities, he can adjust his body to counteract that nin ability of the person he's fighting. But he knows that enhancers, I think he said enhancers and emitters, would wreck the shit out of him. So I'm like, your ability seems kind of good in terms of whoever you're fighting. Like maybe like Kurapika, because Kurapika mainly uses his abilities to fight. But someone who's just physically strong, you'll probably get your ass whooped. So whatever. Then the last part, which I didn't understand at all, was the third prince. We seen his nin beast, the coin, and it literally dropped a coin, which one of the third prince's bodyguards picks up, and his other bodyguard can't see it, so he can't use nin. He picks it up, and that was literally the chapter. So I have no idea what's going on with the third prince. I don't even know why that was being shown in the chapter, because everything kind of felt like it felt fluid, but the last part it was just like thrown in there. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, that was pretty much it for the chapter. Like I said, it's the nin beast now. It seems like whatever the prince, whatever their intentions are, is being carried on by the nin beast, unconsciously or whatever. So I found that really strange. So this was an okay chapter, not good, not great, definitely not bad. It may be just because of the One Piece chapter I recently just read, but like I said, okay chapter, lots of information dumping, so all cool. That's it for the review, man. Satsuki the Savage. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.